Welcome! In this video we continue on with the Elder Scrolls Betrayal the Second Era with our Wood Elf Archer in the Black Marsh. So down at the table we have just started day 9 and we are trying to get down here to fight our corrupted creature. So we've already turned the day dial, now Overland phase. I've got 3 days to make it to that location, so really got to go. So let's see here. Got a normal movement of 3 because it's a nice sunny day. We will go ahead and spend 2 fatigue to move a couple more spaces to a nice peaceful area. So next, inner list of peaceful. It's a future imperfect. A stale odor wafts from the roadside stall of an elderly imperial with a matted beard and bloodshot eyes. Big things await you, he calls out, beckoning you over with a knobby wave. Toss an old man a coin and learn what the future holds. Your first instinct is to politely dismiss this old huckster, but then a glint behind the counter catches your eye, a remarkable fat sack of gold tucked away at the man's feet. Clearly the locals put a lot of trust in the fortune teller. Maybe you should too. Alright, we can ask about what you can expect on the road ahead, getting an XP, or ask about the character of those you'll meet along your path. Let's see, this is going to get us 2 enemies from a level 1 5 bag. Place them both on this card, selecting one to be a level 1 and one to be a level 5. During your next non-quest battle, if an enemy shares a skill with an enemy on this card, that skill is ignored. After that battle, discard this card and return the 2 enemies to their bag. This one you may look the top 3 cards of one of the Overland decks and rearrange them in the order of your choosing. So I think we will ask about the road ahead, and we'll just go ahead and look at the conflict. Let's see, strike a deal. We've got several things. Can move on to caches. Ooh, take a true damage. Let's see if the weather is flooding. I'll just put them back like that. And grab an XP. And we'll hold on to that XP and just keep on going with our day. So the end of day phase, activate our province effect, which means it is going to be a rainy day. And the creature wants to move north. Bink, hits the map and stops. Then we get our rest phase, so we'll knock out 2 dice and gain 2 health. Let's see, I believe that takes us up to 12 XP. And we start day 10. And I think... oh yes, we've got a movement of 2 since it's raining. 1, 2, we'll go a third. To a nice empty spot. Pass through the rest of our day. See what triggers here. It's going to continue raining from that symbol. And they are going to move, bounce off of that. So for our rest, we get 2 dice. And move on to the 11th day. We are just going to move 2 to another peaceful resolution. So the extra credit, an Argonian frantically approaches you requesting assistance. She is a guardian of a nearby hatchery that is in dire need of protection for a few days while she tends to urgent family matters in Hellstrom. She assures you that the role of temporary den mother will be lucrative, as you are doing a favor her tribe will not soon forget. So we can protect the eggs while you wait her return for 3. Refuse, there simply isn't time, or enjoy a hearty omelet. Each adventure gains 3 bonus HP, and each adventure loses, Argonian adventure loses 3 tenacity. All enemy combat dice rolled by Argonian enemies deal +1 damage. Includes misses. So advance the day dial by 2, not an option. We're just going to refuse. There simply isn't enough time. Go for the 1 XP. Then we're going to spin both of those. I can either get another regular combat die or something down here. I think I'm just going to take a regular combat die. So we're up to 13 XP. Now with this, it's another rainy day. And see which direction it goes. 4, once it goes south and goes nowhere. All right, and then we get 2 dice, or actually 3. And advance to our 12th day. And on our 12th day, we'll move 2 spaces to trigger our final battle for this quest. All right, quest objective. We found the animal. We're going to get using the end of session difficulty, recommended by day 12, initiates the end of the quest. We add our quest unit, the corrupted creature, and deploy it first. You can see where that's going, where the animals, we get something really nice up there. And those go there. And for our end of session EP, we're 1 player at the apprentice, so it's going to be 13. In addition to this guy, who's cornered and native, we also need to roll the die for all of our beast enemies. We got a 2, so all beast enemies get dispel. So after this unit is engaged by an adventurer, this unit deals true damage to the engaging unit, even if defeated. All right. We just won't use that mode because we don't. And it is native, but we don't have any dice that we keep in our active slots. So 5 health. And it starts there. And 13 points. So we're getting a 10 and 3 1s. So shake these up a little bit. And we find scamps, maim, and native. Maim doesn't sound good. Those 3 attack dice don't look good either. And a 2 defense. Range of 3. Maim is after this unit's engaged. Apply a maim status die to the target. When this unit rolls combat skill dice, the total damage rolled is reduced by half, then rounded down. This effect does not apply to true damage. All right, well, I'm glad we got that extra combat dice in. And he's got 7 health. Pops up there. Then we get 3 level 1s. Got a wood elf bandit with dodge, a aggressive orc bandit, and a high elf bandit with dodge. Alright, dodge. This unit is engaged by an opposing unit. Prevent damage dealt to this unit equal to the number of rolled skill dice that do not deal damage. And aggressive. After rolling enemy combat dice, this unit rerolls all misses one time before dealing damage to its target. Alright, 5 health for this one. 4 health for our next one. Let's see, he goes here, and 3 health for that one. And our goal is to defeat everyone. Yeah, that's my first priority, I think. Got no one stealing from us. Yeah, we're good with what we've got. So after an enemy engages us, we'll gain a tenacity. Really don't have anyone applying fear, so I don't need the spectral chicken. So we'll throw in some pork fried rice. Alright, so to start off, we're within range 4 of this guy to deal 2 damage, which will take him down to 5. And recover. And let's see if we can finish this thing off. We'll go 4 dice. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. We reduce that by 1. So we're dealing 3. Okay. That one, and that one need to get adjacent. This guy's got a range of 4. So it doesn't matter where we go on the board, he can hit us. This guy's got a range of 3, so after he moves 2, he'll be able to hit us pretty much anywhere we go. And I've got 2 blanks. Deal total 4 damage. We're going to play it a little risky. We're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, just going there. We're going to take a light fatigue for another engage attempt. Just rolling this one. Alright, so that deals 4 damage to an adjacent enemy. It's got 2 defense, so we've taken that out. So our turn is done. Before the big beast activates, we are going to give ourselves stealth. Once per battle before any unit's turn. Alright. And once again, stealth is this unit can only be targeted by opposing units that were adjacent to it at the start of the current turn. After this unit deals damage, this die is removed. So basically that moves 2. We'll have that one move 1. One, 2. All right. Next turn. Both of our ones at range have dodge. I'm going to use our ability on this one Doesn't have any defense. Get 3 dice. Then I'm going to make a ranged attack here. Rolling 1 die for 1 damage, which will defeat. Then we're going to move. If I run back there, I'm going to put myself in a corner again. But if I go anywhere else other than back in that corner, everything's going to be able to get to me. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. End your turn. These all activate. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, and they all need to be adjacent. Next round, round 3. I did forget for the big guy, he came or should have come in with 2 additional health, so I'll get that added on. I think I'm going to use my ability on this one. Retrieve 3 dice. Oh yeah, we did attack, so we lost that. And I'm going to try to finish that guy off with 4 dice. Everything hit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have went after the big guy. And to prevent from being cornered, 1, 2, 3, 4. But this turn's going to hurt as we get attacked. He comes in 4 dice. All right, we are being engaged. So we gain some tenacity. Six damage. Oh my goodness. Well, I believe that roll just had us lose, because it's going to roll 2 dice. I'm pretty sure we need 2 dice to roll blanks, which actually happened. We survived. Did not see that happening. Oh, we got engaged. All right, go to round 4. We will get 3 dice. Our first engage, we're going to use this. Targeting that. Oh, that didn't help. Okay. We going to spend 2, heal HP equal to the number of enemies within your range. But I think that range is determined by where we're at. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're swinging by that on our way back to here. Need a 2 to get this started, then a 2, 4, 6. All right, 2 gets us started. 4. So we've got 2 more rolls, needing a 2 and a 6. And we got the 6. I can take 3, but I'm not going to. What did we give up? Solution of Vitality. That'd have been nice. All right, we're going to take a Fatigue to do a second engage. We will shoot here. Oh yes, first we're spending 2 to heal for 2. All right, targeting. Oh, gotta go back. Aggressive is going to kill us. After rolling enemy combat dice, it re-rolls. We take 1 damage. So there is a way out of this. We'll get back to where we are here in a second. The good old guild assist. When the situation is dire, the party can call on its guild's resources for powerful assistance. Once per campaign, may trigger its guild assist either during a battle, at the end of a round, or during the end of the day's phase. Guild assist can be triggered only during sessions 1 and 2, cannot be triggered during 3. The ability is triggered. Each adventure, including defeated adventures, immediately heals to their full HP. Then they remove all life fatigue, over fatigue, and status dice from the cooldown track and may recover any number of exhausted and drained skill dice. Each adventure also draws 1 of each item, gaining both, following normal inventory restrictions. Additionally, the party gains the benefits below depending on when they do it. Battle, the party may set the round counter to any number it wishes, and defeated adventurers who are revived are deployed to an unoccupied hex. Alright, so we're coming back with 7 health. We've used our once per campaign. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can go to any hex we want to. But basically, I was fine with where I was at. We'll just play the rest of the turn with what I've already started. We get 1 of each card. Glyph of Shock. Enchant Adventurer. While in range, the enchanted adventurer may change any of their rolled combat skill dice to 1 before resolving them. And Enchant Companion in play. The enchanted companion gains enemy skill, Divert. Well, we're going to put this one in. And we can only have 4 in our backpack, so we'll return that back to the bag. We had already rolled these dice, I think. Maybe it didn't. All right, back to where we were. We ran over here. We don't need to spend 2 anymore to heal for 2. But we are taking the fatigue to make another combat. Doing 1, 2, 3, 4 damage, ignoring his armor, which will defeat. And then I'm going to spend 3 for our lethal arrow to roll 2 enemy dice, targeting there, and deal true damage. So that's going to be 3. All right, so our guild saved us. Oh, I want that back to round 1. So we've taken our turn. This guy moves 2 towards us. Round 2 again. Start of turn, we deal 2 damage. He's got a defensive 1, so takes 1. We'll get 3 dice. We will attack. 1, 2, 3. Oops, that was the wrong die. So we're dealing 3 damage. It's got a defensive 1, so it only takes 2. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. See what this is. 4, 2, and a 3. So there's a 3 and a 2. And the 4. Hickory Ice Staff, magical. Drain a combat skill die and add a status die to your roll. Apply the resulting status to your target or gain it yourself. We'll throw it back. This thing moves 2. We'll go to round 3. Use our ability, which will defeat. All right. So when completed, we get an entry EO4. We have 2 experience. So page 40. After you've taken down the last of the animals, a consortium of mages is dispatched to your location. You serve as their escort as they seek to trace the corrupted plant matter back to its source. After a couple of solid days, the guild's diviners locate an earthen laboratory hidden beneath a towering tree that emits a faint glow. The crude workspace has recently been stripped of its valuable materials, but enough was left behind in the rushed exit to identify it as an outpost of a group called the Soldiers of the Void. Though this experiment with altering the nature of Black Marsh's vital essence appears to have been unsuccessful, who's to say that this project's progenitor hasn't learned from their mistakes? So in session 1, we choose one of the following. We did just finish session 1. So if we decide to further investigate, we select the Black Marsh Outer Watch quest for session 2. Or if we wish to tackle more mysteries, we can go to Valenwood. Or if we trust our tracking down a darker path, we can go to Skyrim. We'll stay in the Black Marsh. And we gain the keyword Ruin Experiment. Alright, so we're looking for the Outer Watch quest, which is the birthplace of aberrations. Prove the circumstances of your final delve by visiting the right towns and completing a side quest. Alright, so this is session 2. See, the Outer Watch mission comes straight from the Leadership Council. Local branch of the group has received word of a new underground laboratory being operated by the agents of the former Watch member Deslandra somewhere in the Black Marsh. The Watch needs someone on the ground who can learn the details and track down the lab themselves. Black Marsh is home to many secrets the natural world, and Deslandra's mastery of the unnatural needs no further augmentation. Your early investigation reveals that this lab appears designed to process and analyze various fluids and sap extracted from plants all around Black Marsh. Rumors abound that these experiments largely revolve around the exposure of these extracts to various Daedric and Oblivion-based elements to see how they react, with special attention paid to combinations that retain their stability when undergoing extreme agitation. Been trying to trace several back alley transactions back to their source, but you'll probably need to do a few favors in exchange for the last bit of information you need. So we start in Lilmith, which is where we started once before. Our objective, complete any one side quest. Then initiate a town encounter in 3 different towns. When you would trigger the 3rd town encounter, instead initiate the following delve using the end of session difficulty recommended by day 12. Initiates the end of the quest. Alright. So I'm going to complete this. We'll get 4 XP. So I'm going to go into the next session. We reset our tenacity to 0. We go to full health. Get all our dice back. We keep everything else we've got. We do reshuffle our stacks of cards because there was a good bow in here somewhere. Along with this. Our quests that we haven't even looked at gets reshuffled. Oops, need to get that in the right spot. These get reshuffled. And I need to get the generals out of these. All right, we have all the Black Marsh cards here. Shuffle all the generals till we get 4. Shuffle these into here to get our new peaceful encounters. And do the same with our conflicts. One, two, three, 4. We did gain 2 more experience. All right, and we go back to day 1. So we need to finish a quest and then do 3 town actions within 12 days. And all these go back in their bag. And day 1 is the same as last time. We have to start the town action where we start the game. So we're going to get 6 common items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here we gain 2 instead of 1. Got the ice staff, which we've looked at recently. Another staff, some trout, steel maul, and a short bow. Gain a tenacity when you engage a target 2 hexes away. Well, we'll definitely take that. Whatever else we get, we've still got to discard. Whenever we take something, we're going to get rid of our rice. And we'll discard those. For our next action, we're going to get a quest. So we get to draw 2 and keep 1. So Gold Rush. During your next delve, each time a non-quest enemy would be deployed, flip its chip in the air and deploy the enemy that lands face up. For the purposes of EP calculations, it is still treated as the original level. If this encounter is failed, you may either discard this quest or keep it and attempt it again in the following delve. Well, finding delves isn't always the easiest, so what's this one? If you're currently in Moorwood and they're not on a dark quest, alright, we're not, so discard this quest and draw a new one. During your next clash, in which there are caches, and no effect prevents adventurers from lockpicking caches, enemies ignore all damage dealt to them, including true damage, until all caches are removed from the battle map. When gaining items from caches during this clash, adventurers may draw 3 items, choosing 1 to keep and 2 to discard. The Looter's Dilemma. We'll keep that one. All right, check the weather. It looks like it's a sunny day. We do have 2 XP that I'm going to choose not to keep. Or not to spend. Definitely going to keep it. Although I could get another die here. Or some more health. Or another combat die. But I'm torn between boosting up our stamina or this. All right, moving on. So we go to day 2. Got a movement of 3. We'll go take something unstable. And who gets swamp fever? Fetid and moor environs of a Black Marsh have a reputation as breeding grounds for pestilence, and for good reason. After wading through the muck of some uncharted swamp quite some time ago, still have not quite managed to dry off. You're beset with a deep fatigue. Your vision swim as you feel some infliction assault your body. It's becoming clear that ignoring your condition is gambling with your life. You need to rest, but that might take time you simply don't have. None of those are red, so we still get to choose. Should be an Argonian healer somewhere nearby, or you know you need to lie still before you move on. Adventurers can only spend XP on tenacity during today's reward phase. The adventurer's rest step is skipped, or if the weather is flooding, cannot select this option. Make a social check. We don't have any tenacity. Must discard an item. If possible, if unsuccessful, each adventurer must discard 2 items. We're going to take this one. We know we need to lie still. We'll gain an XP. We can only spend XP on tenacity during today's reward phase. And we skip our rest step, which doesn't hurt us. All right. But tomorrow's going to be rainy. So we're up to 16. And day 3. So we will go here. Pirate's Death for you. Now, the presence of Alton Cormont has always guaranteed a lively culture of pirates and smugglers in Black Marsh, but most of their tall tales of legendary buried treasure in the region have been nothing but idle talk at a late-night saloon. This map, however, seems a little more real. Found it clutched in the hand of a decaying orc skeleton, and a quick perusal of the area reveals that the landmarks line up perfectly to show you the mouth of the heretofore hidden cave opening. There's likely plenty of booty inside, but if anyone finds out about this, you're liable to have a passel of plunders on your hands. Follow the map to an underground hoard. Would be place, all right. The weather is flooding, set the round counter to 2. It's just rainy. Someone hardier than you would pay good money for a map like this. I think what I'll do is just get the XP, which takes us to 4, so we have to spend to get that down. We're going to keep this as a treasure map item. We'll get rid of the sparring manual. Because we need a clash fight, not what that was sending us through to a delve. And I think we're going to spend all 4 to take this up to 4. Which means we're up to 17. Then end of the day, it is sunny. And we've got nothing down here to do. Day 4, we're not making much progress here. So we will move 2 spaces to deal or die. Crew of fortune hunters flags you down from the side of the road. They appear well equipped and have no shortage of treasures built up. They seem disheartened. One of the hunters, a forlorn lord, feels they have been searching for anyone who would part with rare black marsh artifacts, but to no avail. Down on their luck, the traders are interested in making any kind of bargain. They would pay a pretty penny should you have anything to spare. You decide to push their luck a little lower. Ventures gain an additional item after each time they unlock a cache. The weather is flooding. Units can only move a hex. Or we can strike a deal. Well, we definitely want this fight, so we can hopefully do this without dying. So let's make some room. So what's this? When gaining items from caches during this clash, we may draw 3 items, choosing 1 to keep and 2 to discard. But this says we draw an extra one. So I assume we draw 4 and keep 2 then. All right, let's see what kind of trouble I'll get myself into. This gets moved up. This is down here. We're getting 17 points of baddies. Okay, we get something awesome there, and there, and there. All right, so we're getting a 10, a 5, and 2 1s. So the 10 is a Wamasu native enfeeble 3. That seems bad. That pops up there. After this unit's engaged, its target gains 3 light fatigue. Yikes. Now we're down to the 5 bag. A Lurcher with Bane and Disrupt. And 6 health. And they're guarding the stuff we need to get to. So it's going to give us a Bane status, not good. And Disrupt. When this unit determines a target, its target must exhaust 1 die from its active slots. It doesn't bother us. And now we need 2 1s. Khajiit Bandit with Retreat. And Repost. Ooh, Retreat's going to be nasty. At the end of this unit's turn, if no units took damage this turn, this unit gains stealth status, die, and heals for 1. Okay, it's not too bad. So it gets 3 health. And forms a line. This one gets 4 health. All right, they've made it impossible for us to... Well, no, not impossible. I guess we've got a path. All right. 7. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 is what I'll do. Now we'll go after the legendary. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll get these two ending up here. We'll start with that one. All right, 4, 5, 1. We don't actually need to get any of these. So I don't think I'm spending fatigue. Well, 3's going to go away next turn anyway. Second roll. Need a 4. Got a 5. I'll spend 1. Snout pie. Discard this item, then heal for 4. I think I can spend this immediately and not lose anything I have. So I'll get 4 bonus HP. And let that go away. Well, I can't find the ruling on that, so we will get rid of the axe. To grab the card, then spend it or discard it for that. All right. Now attempting that, we need a 6 to get started, then a 3, 1, and 5. We'll spend 2 to make this a 6. Then we have the 3 and a 1, so we only need a 5. How bad will this mess me? We'll spend 2 more. To get Glyph of Brushing, a Chant Adventurer while in those forms may change their rolled combat dice to hits. We'll get rid... Don't use the sword much. Which is why I probably shouldn't take this. Then we're going to go ahead and expend this. Gain an over fatigue to defeat. Okay, maybe not. All right, that's going to end their turn. Before any of them go, we're going to use our ability to go stealth mode. Did I mess up going after that first? That's going to be covered up. Okay. So he's going to move 1 spot and stop. Then that guy goes on top of that. This one goes down here, and this one just can't reach us. We go to round 2. Get rid of 4. We go running. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll go to here. We remain stealthy. Moves 2, moves 2, moves 2, moves 2. Round 3. We're no longer stealthy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, don't get to look. 3 2 2s, what we need. There's a 3. 2. Spend 1 to make that a 2. Grilled hair. Discard this item, then gain a life fatigue. Heal for 2 HP and gain a tenacity. We will put that in our backpack. We can now start doing some damage. And that guy should have stealth because of his retreat ability. And those two aren't going to be able to get to us next turn, so I'm going to shoot at that one. With 4 dice. Alright, we get a tenacity. We get to ignore an armor. So we're dealing a total of 3. He's going to end up taking 2. All right. Ender turn. He wants to move 2, can't get to us. This guy wants to move 2, can't get to us. This one doesn't need to move to shoot at us, which is going to take this off. Actually, it only goes off if he deals damage to us. Rolling 2 attack dice. We take 1 from here. And the wolf wants to get adjacent to us. Rolling 2 dice. And we take 2 from over here. All right, round 4. All right, now we can start with this. He's not stealthed anymore. So we're going to do our 2 damage there. Then get 4 dice. And I think I'm going to try to take that out. Just going to spend 2. So we're doing 2 damage, which defeats. Oh, that thing would have hit us with a skill. So Bane, we would have taken a damage, and that comes off of us instead of over here first. All right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so this thing moves 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Actually, 1, 2. Doesn't need to move towards us. We can't have Bane a second time, I don't think. All right, if I would get this again, it goes to the back. So start of our turn, I get to deal 2 damage. I'm going to put it here, which will take 1 off. Then I'll take 1 for this, which comes off me. Then recover these dice and lose that ability. Then I'm going to make a ranged attack. get a tenacity. 1, 2, 3 damage, and I'm ignoring 1 defense. All right, is it worth moving? Oh, I have been targeted twice. After an enemy engages you, he's engaged me 2 or 3 times. Sorry about skipping that or forgetting about that. But that does allow me to do my lethal arrow, so I'm going to spend it targeting there, and that is true damage, dealing 3, which will defeat. All right, so they move 2 towards us. We go to round 5. Start my turn dealing 2 damage. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll get these 4 back for recovery. I'm attacking here with those 2 and these 2. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we get to ignore 1 defense. So 1 soaks up the armor, and he's got 3 left. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. This thing runs 2 towards us. Next round, we're going to the fatigue rounds. So we get that, we take 1 true damage. Use our ability to deal 2, and we were successful. And I should have drawn a lot more cards when doing those, but oh well. So finishing that got us 2 experience. And we finished this quest without drawing the extra. Now for each item discarded, we may untrain a skill die or square stat token, gaining XP equal to the XP cost of that slot. I mean, I haven't used Magicka at all. That could get us another experience. Let me go ahead and mark the 2. We're up to 19. So I think what we will do is spend 2 to get another arrow. We're going basic level 1. So then we'll do the end of day. Tomorrow's going to be flooding. We'll move the day token. Oh yes, also at the end of the day, we get 2 dice back and heal for 2. So we're up to 6. Then we are going to move 1, 2. When it's flooding, I think we take an over fatigue. So we're going to choose not to go there or get the over fatigue. So no encounter, no reward. Get rid of that. Gain our last health. Go to day 6. Before we go to day 6, check on the weather. It's going to be just a rainy day. We will move 3 to Bright Throat Village. And we're looking for 3 town encounters, so we'll do our first town encounter. Get 1 common item, 3 legendaries, Potion of Protection, Daedric Text, Lucky Horseshoe, and a Charm. You may discard this item, spend a saved XP to choose. One action we're going to do is, oh, we didn't use that last time. We're going to use our treasure map to let one adventurer draw a legendary equipment. Got a solution of vitality for the rest of the turn. Anytime you would heal a party member or caused an adventurer to gain bonus HP, double the amount of healed or gained HP. Okay. And what's our town square action? Set the weather to the condition of your choice. Do not change the weather during today's activate province effect. We'll do that, making it a sunny day. Then in the day, going there, go to day 7. Let's see. Then we're going to go here for a peaceful encounter. Thief in the Night. Scent of a charring meat wafts through the muggy air. Following the inviting smell, you see a band of Argonians who have established a foothold against the elements. Hoping to gain some respite from the harsh swamps, you approach, but the lizard folk stare back at you suspiciously. Near the edge of camp, out of the Argonians' eye line, you spy a ragged dark elf tinkering with a locked chest. Glances at you, concerned about your next action. There's no honor in thievery. Alert the camp. Thankful for your warning, the camp invites you for a hot meal. Each adventurer may gain 4 tenacity and 4 bonus HP. Assist the thief. You might just be desperate and you could benefit for some gear. So we do a lock check. I think we're going to take the 4 tenacity and 4 bonus HP. And it's a sunny day. All right, those dice should be up there. Spent good XP on that. All right, so ending the day, going to day 8, we'll go to Lilmuth. We have 6 common items. Really not interested in going for additional skills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got a great sword, a maple bow. For this engage, increase your range by 1. Ooh, that might be useful. Beach lightning staff, breach poison, wolf pelt. To the end of the round, you can only take a maximum of 1 damage each turn. That could save her life. We're going to take the bow and the heavy red tincture. Then we're going to take a town square action. Discard a legendary weapon during today's reward phase. Gain a bonus XP. We will Get rid of the glyph of shock. Gain an XP. Alright, so that's going to end the day. Got no more healing. Day 9. Oh yes, we need to check the weather. It is another sunny day. We're going to move up here and do tribe as they might. It's natural as a falling leaf. An Argonian male manifests in front of a patch of shrubbery. My tribe has been following your movements, he says. You respect the land and travel with some skill, though you are still clumsy compared to those who are one with the swamp. We have lived our lives deep within these waters. Trade with us and we will teach you to walk the marsh. Your mission still needs doing, but rejecting such a rare offer seems both imprudent and impudent. Alright, we can learn from their magical disciplines. During today's reward phase, adventurers can only spend XP on advancing their magicka stat or training that skill type. And I'm fine with that. That gets us up to 3. And we're just not going to spend any XP this turn. And for the day, it's not going to change the weather. So we go to day 10. All right, movement. I'm choosing not to move. We're going for another peaceful encounter. Extra credit. I believe we've seen this one before. An Argonian frantically approaches you requesting assistance. She is a guardian of a nearby hatchery that is in dire need of protection for a few days. While she attends to urgent family matters in Hellstrom, she assures you that the role of temporary den mother will be lucrative. As you are doing a favor, her tribe will not soon forget. Well, enjoy a hearty omelet. Each adventure gains 3 bonus HP, and each Argonian adventure loses 3 tenacity. Refuse, there simply isn't time, or protect the eggs. Advance the day dial by 2. Yeah, we can't afford to do that. We're going to refuse, there simply isn't enough time. Taking 1 XP, which takes us to 4. And the weather tomorrow is going to be rainy. And we're going to spend 3 to up our stamina. So now with this bow, we can get a range of 6 to maybe upgrade. All right, so the weather is rainy for tomorrow, and we move to day 11, and I'm going to stop here because next turn we'll be taking a town action, which will be our 3rd town action, which is going to trigger a long delve. So that will end this playthrough. As always, hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.